So then, you are a quiz mistress. I met Dr. Kaufman at a program, and she and Professor Alote came to my office to talk to me about some mathematics competition or science, international science competition. And I went and talked to Dr. Aotre. I've met her only once, but I think from the way she spoke and the way she carried herself, and Aotre said, well, strangely, that's the person I was also thinking about. So I said, well, your job is cut out for you now. Our 3 quiz mistresses have all been great, I must say.
There would have been no excitement without very interesting and well-crafted questions. The nature of the competition requires that questions be of equal strength and difficulty at each stage of the competition. A team of consultants were selected to work on the questions. This is how the team was put together.
Then I got my friend Dr. Adanu, to do the physics. So as many for chemistry, Adanu for physics. Then for biology, Aotre himself, Mrs. Kwaku. She put together a team to do the maths. Now, beyond the first year of the competition, I got to know Dr. Douglas Edujemfi of the maths department. And Douglas agreed to be a part of the team. And since then, he's been a part.
The program was first recorded in October 1993 with the late Professor Marian Irama Ade, Professor of Biochemistry at the University of Ghana, Legon, as the quiz mistress. It was originally named the Brilliant Science and Maths Quiz, as Lever Brothers, now Unilever's Blue Soap Brilliant, was the sole sponsor of the program. The name was changed to National Science and Maths Quiz in 1998, when Brilliant dropped its sponsorship of the program due to change of management and policy direction. Amstel Malta from Ghana Breweries Limited, now Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited, took up sole sponsorship of the program from 1998 to 2001, when it dropped its sponsorship also for the same reasons. Next, the Ghana Education Trust Fund, GET Fund, sponsored the program from 2002 until 2008. In 2009, Primetime took up the cost of producing and airing the program in the hopes of attracting sponsorship to help pay for the program. But this did not work out, as education clearly was not seen as a priority by corporate Ghana at the time. Consequently, the program was forced to take a 2-year break, that is 2010 and 2011. The program, however, was such an important event on the academic calendar of the senior high schools that it was sorely missed. Thus, students, teachers and parents alike began clamoring for its return.
This program went into a lull because of a lack of sponsorship. And myself, Mr. Mensa Bozu, we met the Director General and we said this program must not die. So I'm glad that at least a company or a bank for that matter has found it necessary to partner with us to sponsor this program.
Thus, the number of participating schools was increased from 135 in 2014, and the regional competitions, through which 108 schools are selected to join the seeded schools at the national championships, was born, with 3 schools instead of 2 competing against each other in each contest.
And the introduction of the preliminaries, along with 2 new faces as quiz mistresses for that round. They are Dr. Angela Lamte and Mrs. Gladys Schringer.
Since the competition was opened up to all senior high schools in Ghana, many less endowed schools have managed to qualify to the quarterfinals and in some cases the semi-finals, an attestation to the many benefits that the exposure on the NSMQ has engendered, such as interest in the schools by the general public and support of the schools by their old students association.
Root of xy minus 3y.
You are right.
The students who make up the participation teams go through rigorous routines and discipline to be able to make a mark in the competition. The teachers who train these students are dedicated to the cause and thus invest a lot of time and energy into developing strategies and tactics to sharpen the minds and analytical skills of their contestants.
We try every year to do something that would be new, but that would add value to the participants' experience on the program. And that's why we have the mentorship sessions that are meant to broaden their horizons so that they see that there's more, way more to having a career in science than ending up in medical school. We have the Science and Technology Fair that aims at helping participants transfer the knowledge, the principles and theories they have learned in the classroom into producing practical products and services that would be useful to society. We also have the excursions, which we used to do but not in such a focused manner. Now the platinum sponsors host us to a tour of their operations to help our participants understand the business behind the sponsor and their operations. We have also tried to embrace technology, and you see that as most evident in our use of social media. Our embrace of social media helped us regain contact with our fans and supporters and to rekindle their interest in the program.
To encourage and reward displays of excellence in female contestants, Primetime in 2017 instituted a special award in the name of Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu for the most outstanding female student. The winner of this award was the very courageous and smart Zuela Baba Mohammed from Tamale Senior High School. The other newly instituted award was the Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu Award for the best team or the most outstanding team. An award was also instituted in the name of Professor Marian Irama Adi by Infantipum 1999 winner Bubune Adi in 2015 for the most outstanding team. Sustaining a program of this caliber needs dedicated staff, and over the years, the dedication and devotion of the experienced professionals that have come on board has helped this program thus far. With this 23rd edition coming off from the 5th of June to the 5th of July 2018.
This program started in 1993 and is still here. It's bigger and better than it was when it began. And this just means that the team that has worked on this competition from beginning till now have not let the obstacles that came their way throw them off course. Good planning, tenacity of purpose, and good support from good friends and supporters, both government and private, have helped the Science and Maths quiz stay its course and grow into what we see today. And so I see in the future for us to grow the brand beyond the shores of Ghana into a West African competition for both Anglophone and Francophone West Africa, and then a continental competition. That would be something.
Indeed, the NSMQ has come a long way from its humble beginnings of 32 schools. Thanks to the vision and hard work of Primetime, the interest and support of various sponsors and collaborators, both in government and in the private sector, the passion and hard work of the school's teachers and contestants, and the enthusiasm of various old students associations.
Home. Right?
Equally.
Yes.
With the sustained support and collaboration of all stakeholders, the National Science and Maths Quiz and Science Festival can only grow and get better each year. We very much look forward to the Golden Jubilee celebrations of this fantastic event.
By 83 degrees. Wonder.
Route 2.
You are right.
Long live the National Science and Maths Quiz. Long live Ghana.
Ladies and gentlemen, this deserves a truly resounding round of applause. That's a fantastic summary of 25 years of great experiences, great education, of course, a lot of impassioned expressions as well. You know, there are two things that amaze me with the National Science and Maths Quiz. One is an unintended consequence. I don't know if it has come to their attention, but do you know that a lot of people have no idea the number of towns in Ghana? And so by the National Science and Maths Quiz, we do get educated about all the towns across the various regions by the basis of the names of the schools that represent those towns and cities as well. It's true. And then one expression that you saw in the video, you know, there are legions of people who sit supporting their teams who have no idea what the next answer to the next question is. And all they are waiting is the voice of the quiz mistress to say, that's right. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the journey so far. 25 years, we have come a long way, and our faith, our hope, our trust is that with our collective efforts, another 25 years from now, another group of people will be sitting here singing our collective praise and showering blessings on us for sustaining this and making a difference in our country. Can we please applaud ourselves together one more time? At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be inviting our sponsors who have collectively put their money where their heart is in supporting science and education in the country Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, as before I invite them, I want to give you a full scope of the package that goes out to the schools for prizes for this year. Our winners are taking away 70,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, you heard me right. Our winners are taking away 70,000 Ghana cedis. Bond Savings and Loans is rewarding winners with 5,000 Ghana cedis each as well. Lancaster University Ghana is offering full scholarship to the winning team, a full scholarship to the winning team, as well as 70% scholarship to all other finalists in this year's competition, in addition to 50% scholarship to all quarter and semi-finals, to all quarterfinals teams, and then of course a 30% scholarship to all other participants in the competition as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it deserves acknowledgement. In addition, one of the finalists is also going to get a full scholarship to study medicine at the Accra College of Medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, yet another finalist is going to get the opportunity to study engineering at Academic City College as well as part of the package. And of course, as the managing director mentioned, GCB Bank is taking over the money zone of the competition for this year, where, as has been explained, quarterfinals, your total scores as a school is multiplied by 5 Ghana cedis, semifinals by 10 Ghana cedis, and the ultimate winners by 15 Ghana cedis, and that goes as a reward to all of the packages. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time to all of our sponsors, thank you so very much. It truly adds to the passion, adds to the excitement, and of course honors all the hard work of the teachers and the students of the competition. And I'm sure the team from Prime Time are truly grateful, and all of us indeed as a nation appreciate you for putting your support here. And so at this point, I'd respectfully invite a representative each of some of our sponsors, of our key sponsors, to share their messages with us in terms of their being on board. We want to start, ladies and gentlemen, with Goyle, and invite the PR manager for Goyle, Mr. Robert Tre, as he comes to the podium. Can we please welcome him with a round of applause?
Thank you very much, Kabute. distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to present these remarks on behalf of the Ghana Oil Company Limited, GOIL. I bring you fraternal greetings from our management and staff. Once again, GOIL is honored to be associated with this progressively minded program for the second consecutive year as a platinum sponsor. Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, sponsoring this program is in line with our corporate social intervention programs. This is also in line with our corporate mission that goes beyond the provision of quality products and services. Our support, therefore, is mainly anchored on our overall corporate social responsibility strategy of supporting education, water, as well as health programs, as contained in the Sustainable Development Goals 3, 4, and 6. And this particular case, Goal 4, that talks about quality education. And as the biggest indigenous marketing entity, GOIL believes that the quality of life of the people in communities we operate must improve, and society must generally benefit from our corporate work. As such, the greatest legacy we can give our young enterprising students is to support them develop their innate abilities. And we at GOIL believe that the study of maths and science will present greater and brighter opportunities for the students to pioneer solutions to the many developmental challenges facing our country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is in the same vein that GOIL, together with the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, has set up an award scheme to promote local innovation and entrepreneurship development in 5 technical universities in the country. The initiative, we believe, will identify, assist, and develop skilled students to sharpen their entrepreneurial skills. We are entreating the students who will participate in this competition to work harder, compete fairly, not only for this contest being launched today. We hope this will provide a stepping stone to all the students who excel in future. At the 2-day Science and Tech Fair, which we are proud sponsors, we will get the opportunity to share with you some insights into our industry and the many opportunities and prospects available. At GOIL, we believe in Ghana, Ghanaian talent, and entrepreneurship. And this is why at GOIL, we have over 60 experienced locally trained engineers at one place. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are privileged for the opportunity to contribute to the unearthing and nurturing of young scientific minds. We wish you happy anniversary. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and thank you to GOIL for supporting us, particularly with the SciTech Fair for 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll transition to yet another important sponsor as far as the SciTech Fair is concerned. That is Prudential Life Assurance Ghana Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Mrs. Jane Mingle. She's the Chief Strategy Officer at Prudential Life, as she comes to the podium to share their message with us.
Good evening, distinguished guests. We are delighted to be here today for the launch of the 2018 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. I would like to start off by telling you a little bit about Prudential. This is important because sometimes people think we are Prudential Bank, but we are not. Prudential Life Insurance is one of the top 5 life insurance companies in Ghana, and it's a wholly owned subsidiary of Prudential Life UK, with businesses in US, Asia, and now in Africa. In Africa, we have presence in Kenya, Zambia, Uganda, and Nigeria. We have a history of 170 years of listening to our customers and understanding them. As our new customers in Ghana are discovering, and if anybody has a policy here, can testify that our products are superior and have great value. Whether it's to pay for education, replacement income, or the final expenses of life, our products offer financial security. Wherever we operate in the world, we work with charities and other institutions to help improve the well-being of the people. We do this by investing in the community through funding and through the experience and expertise of our people. For the past 4 years of our existence in Ghana, we have focused on education. We have empowered over 500 students in financial literacy and awarded over 40 high achievers in the field of actuarial science. Through the Prudential Scholarship Scheme in partnership with Plan Ghana, we have sponsored 555 students through their high school education. At Prudential, we value long-term thinking. We know that the success of our business goes hand in hand with the success of the community. As such, we are proud to be associated with a prestigious program like the NSMQ, which has in itself been around for 25 years and has a great track record of consistently delivering quality and promoting education that imparts on generations. We joined the National Science and Math Quiz bandwagon last year, and it was an amazing packed journey of discovery and enlightenment. Our shared goals of empowering the future generation through education and the impact that we made is why we are here again this year. Congratulations, Primetime Limited, on reaching this important milestone with the NSMQ. You have built a solid reputation through hard work and becoming a much-needed catalyst of making science and math appealing to our high school students. It is a pleasure to be associated with you. We are very excited about this year's edition, and we at Prudential Life Insurance offer best wishes for your continued success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Mingle, Chief Strategy Officer at Prudential Assurance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still at the launch of 2018 and 25th anniversary of the National Science and Maths Quiz and the Science Festival. And we are giving opportunity to our very cherished sponsors to share very critical partnership messages with us. We would like to transition to yet another sponsor of the SciTech Fair, as we invite Mr. Kwesi Boateng, Social Performance and Public Affairs Manager for Talo, Ghana, to share with us. Can we please appreciate him as he joins us on the stage?
Good evening. Representatives of the Ministry of Education and MEST. At Talo Oil, we have a strong affiliation for alignment with the government of Ghana, and in particular with this program that has had its infancy and its development, and now 25 years with Primetime. We've actually worked with Primetime in the Western region, in their maiden Science and Maths Quiz for our 10 oil and gas quiz 2 years ago. We also have a strong affinity for excellence. We consider Primetime's initiative and its mastery of this program to be an excellent thing that we should all applaud. And finally, we want to encourage the participants and give them courage for the healthy competition that you saw in the video that was played out, and our commitment in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and maths. This forms one of the 3 pillars in our social performance remits at Talo. We look at STEM because we are basically an engineering company, and the wealth of enthusiasm and skill that this Science and Maths Quiz presents is just a taster of our long-term commitment to the people of Ghana. It's an amazing time to be a Ghanaian at this time. For oil and gas presents a complete game changer in terms of opportunities for science, engineering, and maths. For the competition that we sponsor, we see this as not just our corporate social responsibility, but a very clear signal that we intend to increase the component of Ghanaians participating as our employees, as businesses, and finally, as owners of the natural resource that has been discovered off the shores of the Western region. Let me add a personal note to the competitors. I will not reveal which one I'm sponsoring, but only hint that they belong to a great city on the Outlaw Hill. Thank you very much.
This is one occasion where you're allowed to be biased. You can't separate yourself from your alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, can we applaud Mr. Boateng from Talo? Thank you very, very much, sir. We did mention the kind support of bond savings and loans, and at this point, we would like to invite Miss Shirley London, the General Manager, Legal and Corporate Affairs, Bond Savings and Loans, to share their message with us.
It is indeed my pleasure to extend very warm greetings to all of you from Bond Savings and Loans PLC on the occasion of the formal launch of the 2018 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. The event that has brought us together today makes those of us at Bond excited in a special way, since it touches on a subject that is at the core of development of any country. Those of us at Bond are convinced that science and technology are the fastest and most effective ways for the development of any nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is in line with this very strong conviction that we decided to come on board with our support for the program this year, which also coincides with our 10th anniversary in the financial services industry. Bond is an indigenous financial services provider licensed by the Bank of Ghana that has operated in the industry for the past decade. We are amongst the top savings and loans institutions that have made it a mission to expand the reach of financial services through technology. So in the savings and loans space, Bond utilizes technology in a big way to extend reach through usage of electronic banking, seeing technology as the future of banking and technological advantage as the edge that keeps you in business. Consequently, we are constantly seeking to enhance our capabilities in electronic banking. In support of the National Science and Maths Quiz, Bond will be sponsoring the mentorship sessions and will additionally reward those of our schools that excel from the quarterfinal stage. Each school that qualifies for the quarterfinals gets an amount of 500 Ghana cedis. Bond will also give an amount of 2,000 cedis to all the schools that qualify for the semi-finals. Bond will not end it there. The finalists will be rewarded in the following order. The winning school will get 5,000 cedis. First runner-up gets 3,000, and the second runner-up gets 1,500. We will... As I said earlier, we are also sponsoring and will take part in the mentoring program that will be organized as part of the lineup of activities. It is our hope that our token will go a long way to help in the promotion of science and technology in our country. We wish to commend Primetime Limited for keeping this initiative going for the last 25 years. The level of interest and excitement this program generates is laudable. I wish all present a successful launch and a successful 2018 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. And indeed, Bond Savings and Loans adding even more reason and purpose to inspire our various teams to strive and achieve excellence as far as the National Science and Maths Quiz is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to crown our sponsors' messages by inviting representatives from GCB Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, the Head of Corporate Affairs, Mrs. Tyra Obobi from GCB Bank, to share their message with us.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I needed it. GCB Bank is proud to have been associated with the National Science and Maths Quiz over the years in our quest to promote science and maths education in Ghana. As a bank focused on driving Ghana's development agenda, we believe that science and maths education holds the key to Ghana's economic transformation by creating an innovative and productive workforce. Research also indicates that there's a direct correlation between science and maths education and good governance, since the principles deployed in the practice of science, such as critical inquiry, transparency, objectivity, individual speculation, access to information, and innovation are factors that help to reinforce the key values of good governance. Over the years, GCB Bank has invested heavily in many sectors of the economy aimed at helping to drive Ghana's socio-economic growth. Some of our investments in the field of science and maths education include the provision of annual scholarships for medical students to attend medical electives abroad, investments in health and educational infrastructure at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, 37 Military Hospital, University of Ghana, and then the support for the Typhoid Research Project, amongst others. The Science and Maths Quiz has become Ghana's flagship quiz event that currently attracts immense interest from all Ghanaians, and we would like to take advantage to congratulate Primetime Limited for keeping this production running for the past 25 years. Congratulations. Let me chip in that incidentally, this is our 65th anniversary also. Thank you. We also congratulate Dr. Essie Kaufman, who is the current quiz mistress, and previous quiz mistresses, Dr. Eureka MFA Domako, and the late Professor Irama Adi, who blazed the trail, as well as a team of academics and consultants who work behind the scenes to ensure that the quiz maintains its high standards. We appreciate you all. We believe that to facilitate economic growth in the long term, it will be important for Ghana to have a holistic national science, technology, engineering, and maths strategy aimed at driving investments in these fields and also encouraging a critical mass of the youth to take up education in those areas. As Ghana's premier bank, GCB Bank will continue to support such initiatives, and I'm sure, Naneka, you are very happy at that, in our quest to continue playing our role of helping to drive Ghana's economic transformation. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much indeed to GCB Bank and to all of our sponsors, Goel, Prudential Life, Talo, Bond, whose representatives have come up to share their messages with us. We as well want to acknowledge all of our other sponsors as well who have put their commitment behind us for this year. I want to acknowledge Accra College of Medicine, who are given a full year scholarship for medical training. Okay, all right. I get you. I understand you. We meant the same thing, but I meant it figuratively. Okay, so it's a full 6-year scholarship to study medicine for one finalist at Accra College of Medicine. Thank you so very much. And as well, we want to as well acknowledge Medifem. Medifem is providing 1 year full medical care for the winning team. 1 year full medical care for the winning team. We want to acknowledge Medifem. We want to as well appreciate Lancaster University, who are providing a fantastic combination of sponsorships for the winning team. That's a full scholarship, 70% scholarship for all other finalists, 50% for quarter finalists, and 30% going out as well to all the other participants. Ladies and gentlemen, let's acknowledge Lancaster University. Thank you so very much. It's a true inspiration. As well, Academic City College is as well providing a full scholarship also to one student in engineering as well. We want to appreciate WACBIP as well as GTP Hoti Makeup, as we also acknowledge RMG Ghana Limited in support of the mentorship sessions, and of course our very, very important key partners, our key milestones, our key channels for communicating to the wider public, City 97.3 FM and JoyNews TV channel, Multi-TV, who are indeed covering us live here. And in that respect, I want to respectfully acknowledge the marketing director of Multi-TV, Mr. Santok Singh. Can you please give us a wave? Thank you so much. We appreciate you as well. And then as well from City FM, Apioko Ashong Abe is here with us as well. Good to have you with us. Thank you very, very much. And ladies and gentlemen, you did realize in the video that was shared over the 25 years experience, where our chairman spoke about meeting one lady and saying that if you go by the name Eureka, you must be a quiz mistress for this show. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we acknowledge our former quiz mistress, Dr. Eureka Adomako, who is here with us. Good to have you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, as has been very well carefully articulated, this quiz took a 2-year break for financial reasons. And God being so good, the commitment of Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools came in very, very timely. And since 2012, they have been a strong backbone of this quiz. And so at this point, ladies and gentlemen, as I invite the National Treasurer, Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, on behalf of the National President, I want you to please truly welcome her with a well-deserved round of applause as she shares a message with us.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings from the National President of the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, Mr. Victor Yani, and I do this on his behalf. I'm very glad to be part of the launch of the 2018 National Science and Maths Quiz competition for senior high schools, which significantly marks the 25th anniversary of the program. It has been a very long and challenging journey since 1993, when the program was born. And to have come this far and achieve this milestone is no mean achievement. Kudos to Primetime for this great feat. We thank Primetime for recognizing the role of CHAS as a major stakeholder in this project. Ladies and gentlemen, science and maths education has played a pivotal role in the rapid socio-economic and industrial development of nations. It is through the study of science and maths that we are able to improve the quality of our lives by adopting the best health, sanitation, engineering, and other practices that ensure our increased standard of living. The knowledge and application of science and mathematics enables students to take sound decisions that seek to promote our collective well-being. It also helps to make them innovative in solving societal problems now and in future. It is against this background that the National Science and Maths Quiz competition should be embraced by all and given the necessary support to ensure its sustainability. Available records in the schools indicate that those students who represented their schools in the National Science and Maths Quiz competition at the regional and national levels over the years excelled in their final WASI examination. This gives indication that the program needs to be sustained. The international partners of CHAS are highly desirous of replicating same in their respective countries and have been contacting us for advice. It is our hope that with the growing interest shown by the general public in the National Science and Maths Quiz, Prime Time would put in place the necessary measures to check crowd control and ensure incident-free quiz competitions. Let me take this opportunity to make a special appeal to the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service to consider rehabilitating and refurbishment of all science laboratories in senior high schools to promote effective teaching and learning of science. On this note, we of CHAS, knowing that the future is in our hands, wish all the participating schools in the 2018 Science and Maths Quiz the best of luck. May the school that is best emerge victorious, and happy 25th anniversary to Prime Time. Thank you very much. God bless you.
My father was my mentor from childhood. He was a contestant in the 1996 edition. And so he used to make me watch the quiz. That time I think it was 3 contestants per school. And then one day I watched one contest. It was Prempeh versus St. Louis. And we were beaten, so I think it was quite a pain to me. So I wanted to do it for the school and win. So it was my idea and then my dream to enter into Prempeh College and win the quiz.
Undoubtedly, the National Science and Math Quiz has done a lot for the student body in Ghana. Over 500 schools from all over the country are represented by 3 students each at the regional and national levels of the competition. The competition compels students to widen their scope of study beyond the syllabus. The teachers go to all lengths to find the appropriate materials for the students to solve some sample past questions. For the teachers, whether their schools get to the finals or not is not the only aim. A good performance by the students who make up the team in the West Africa Senior Secondary Certificate Examinations is an added incentive for the toil. Exactly what does this program mean to the individual student?
It helped me to work under pressure, looking at what you are supposed to do within a very short period of time.
It helped me believe that yes, there was something more than just studying and passing exams.
I had this confidence in me, and this separated me from other normal students.
Learning to understand people, learning to be resilient. These all came with the quiz, and they stayed with me till now.
I really got in touch with some special people with some great minds, because the quiz is there for great minds when it comes to science.
A platform for you to study much harder, represent your school.
You wanted to have the bragging rights. You wanted to make your parents proud. You want them to see you on TV, so you really work hard, and it also brings some healthy competition among the students.
Who are learning a lot from me, what I did on campus, and I think it's a plus for me.
What we do on stage is a reflection of what happens behind closed doors, because there's a lot of inputs that goes into what we do on stage. So the 2 people represent the knowledge that about 7 or 8 or even 10 people have.
It does not matter which part of the country their school is located. Preparation is the common denominator for all. The numerator, or the how factor, remains for the individual students to determine and carry out even before the team is affected. One can never know the real effort unless the contestant students tell it themselves.
In Prempeh College, the quiz is given a lot of priority actually, because when you come to Form 1, you are picked up, they groom all of you, and then those who would prove by the end of their 3rd year they will be selected to represent the school.
During our preparation, it was actually only one teacher who was really interested in this whole thing. He wasn't really a chemistry and biology type, so we had to invite some of our past contestants to help us. We had a lot of trial contests with other schools. We had a lot of internal contests. That was one-on-one amongst the contestants.
You would have to study what you are required to know, not just because you have to write exams on it, but because you would be required to produce a deeper understanding of it. So our teammates, who were very, very supportive, I must confess, would go the extra mile to look for things probably they didn't even know from foreign textbooks, from online sources, from even the books that we use, to just make sure that we were very well equipped for it. The teachers were also very supportive. They would come in anytime we needed anything at all.
We are given extra tuition sometimes with things above the syllabus. We sometimes close late at night. We do trial contests among ourselves, do trial contests with other schools.
We always had to come to school. We set up latest by 6 a.m. Then we spend our session with our trainer. Then after that we join the normal class session. Then we close at 4. After 4, we spend at least an hour and 30 minutes with him again before we go home. After writing our WASI paper, we spent 1 month lodging in the school. And during this 1 month stay, we spent each day at least 20 hours of the day with him. We studied amongst ourselves. Then he taught us a little bit of what we have to know.
After prep ends, that's at 9 o'clock, they are required to stay for an hour and a half to prepare for regionals. Most of their work was done by us, as in the quiz team. We were 16 in number. We had those who were just contestants, call them subject heads. They were in charge of teaching us the various subjects. As a Form 3 first time, we hadn't covered much of the syllabus, so it was the responsibility of the subject heads to at least finish something and come and teach us. If you had squad umbrella girls in your class, if there's a free period in your class, they are in charge of making sure that you don't sleep when the others are sleeping. You still have to push.
In the past, the contestants were just made it to the first round of the competition. So we realized that maybe one of the ways to do that will be to have a science club, and the goal of the science club was to meet. We have trial quizzes to sort of sharpen our skills and then practice some shortcuts. We're also fortunate for because some of our teachers also bought into that idea. They were mentors of the club.
So our preparation starts from the onset, from Form 1. But then more focus will not be put on you because there will be other badges we prepare to do the main competition. But you'll be taking on trial trips with your seniors to monitor how they answer questions, and you'll be trained alongside them. So in the end, by the time you reach Form 3, you'll be well equipped. And our training, we do it dawn, afternoon, evening, every time, in fact every time, because as a student you have the zeal and you want to prove to everyone that you are the best and you deserve to be chosen.
We started preparing during Form 2, so we were just going through past questions, learning on our own, but towards regional, of course, the preparation intensified. But it was mostly us learning on our own, combined with our teachers having classes with us. And then towards the national, it was really mostly just us learning. I remember I even got addicted to Rush energy drink because I was trying to stay up at night.
I worked hard for it. I would pray at dawn because I got to know that even in Pempe College, they were very good students. So you coming on top to represent the whole school, about 3,000, to be chosen as one of the best students, to represent the school on such a large scale, it means that there must be something extraordinary about you.
It was mostly specialization, of course. I was doing math and physics. My partner was doing biology and chemistry. Then we're just working, like the faster one work on speed, the person who memorizes works on memory and things like that.
When school was out of session, we had to go to school, and one of the mentors, Pearson Ahiawano, who was coaching us will let us watch the past quiz competition, and then he'll pause the video for us to solve within the allocated time so that we work on our speed. And he was also very generous. The wife will cook for us, you know, and we always wanted to be there.
For the viewer, once the competition is over and the school has been crowned national champions, it's all over. But is that really the case? What then are some of the lasting benefits of the NSMQ?
Winning the quiz generally is a very good feeling, and it will give you a lot of morale to enter every situation with confidence and face problems that you didn't even expect to be able to conquer.
You need to work on your speech in the competition, and this translates when you take in standard.